Okay, I was going to try and do this by setting up, a place for my camera to sit, and to where I wouldn't just be like, holding it all the time, but it's just not going to work. Hold on, let me turn this off. Okay, we get better lighting with that. Okay, there we go. I didn't think I was going to like it this much. That's actually pretty decent. The stormtroopers are jelly. Stormtroopers are super jelly. I haven't put the figure on him yet, but it looks nice. I left the missile launchers off. They don't make any sense. They didn't make any sense like back in the original toy. They really don't make any sense. Because where's the thing supposed to launch from? It's got two pointy ends, and as far as I know, in a missile you have to have a pointy end and a place for the to come out of at the back, and it's supposed to I don't get those. I never have understood how those missiles work, but anyway, you got a big pew pew on the back. The pew pew is actually kind of nice, but when you consider that this thing is going to be going kaboom 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 kaboom, like right next to your freaking ear. I don't know. This whole thing seems like it's sort of based off of that old. There was an old Army utility vehicle a long time ago. It was called a mule, and it was basically a four-wheeler. Only it wasn't like seriously ATV, but you couldn't stop those things because even if they lost a wheel, they could still be drivable. But see, that's what this sort of reminds me of, like a 105 recoilless rifle. But it's absolutely not. It's some kind of pew pew. It's some kind of machine pew pew. They don't, do they? I didn't even think to look. Do they even have blueprints on these things anymore? Yeah. But that's what it reminds me of. I mean, the only thing, what you're going to be getting out of this is just, it's going to be going, and it's like right next to your freaking head. And you got all these bullets coming out of here, and your hand is right there, man. And maybe you point it off that way, and go pew pew at somebody, but it's not practical. That is so not practical. It looks really good though. Okay, and then Wreckage here. This is a Firefly figure. Repainted, and that's all I'm seeing, and right down to the backpack. I put the gun and all the little small accessories in like a little container because they're soft and they're kind of pliable, and they bend, so I'm just not messing with that. I'll probably find him a better pew pew, something else that'll suit him better, but I'm not crazy about the camo, the colors, or anything like that. I would have liked a regular Firefly. I probably should have just spent the $50-$60 on a Firefly. I'm not crazy about this idea either. I thought this was going to be like a swappable head, and it's not. It's freaking, you just plop this on his noggin. And that's a legit Firefly head. What? Is this Firefly if he was working for G.I. Joe now? I don't get it. I really don't get it. The helmet is really cool though, even though, you just you have to put it on somebody's head for that. Which is, how helmets work. I don't know why I'm pissed off, but I mean I've got this one helmet here that came with like grunt, and you swap that out with like the normal head that's on there. And so that's kind of what I was hoping for with this guy. But I don't know. Yeah, it looks really good though. I mean, the paint apps and all that stuff, and the fact you don't have those the stickers back in the day used to bug me because you would put them on and then they would shrink and then they would collect dust all around the edges where they were shrinking, and it just was a hassle. So I stopped putting stickers on the vehicles. But see, now you got like all these paint apps and stuff. That doesn't look too bad. I like it. I might get the Vamp. I might get the Tiger Force Vamp. I might do. Might do. Obviously, I have to see how my next paycheck looks. But it looks pretty good. And, you know, I don't hate this figure. I kind of wish it was just a little bit different. And I'm confused. I am seriously confused. Is this fucking Firefly or what? What is going on here? I'm going to have to Google. I hate it when I have to Google shit, because that means that they've come up with some new shit that I do not understand, and then I feel like a freaking boomer, and I am not a boomer. I am Gen X. But anyway, looks pretty good. He's got all the Firefly bells and whistles. Did not come with the pistol. Did not come with a freaking pistol. So I put the remote control to the drone that he doesn't get either. Should have been a drone in here somewhere, I thought, but no, I don't think so. I don't think he's got a drone. I mean, you know, if they're going to do that, you know, I don't know. It's not terrible. It's just not. I'm glad I didn't overpay. I mean, I still kind of overpaid, but I could have paid a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Like I said, the ATV is not too bad. I might, you know, the Stormies might actually get to ride this one. I don't know. I'm going to find a place for them on my shelf. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay.